Welcome once again to Clover Farms. If today is your first time watching our videos, kindly like and subscribe so that you can get to see more of our videos. In today's episode of Learning Something About Turkeys, we are going to discuss 6 things you need to know before starting turkey farming. Have you been wondering how to start turkey farming? If this is your question, then kindly stick to this video as we list 6 key points that you need to know before you venture into the turkey farming industry. First of all, you have to get to know more about what you are about to venture into. You have to get the knowledge about how to breed turkeys, how to go about anything in case you face any difficulty in your farms. So in the process of doing this, you can get a consultant or an expert who will coach you through your turkey farming journey. If you need anything or if something baffles your mind, you can consult the person or the experts so that you can get the best advice from. Also, you can make a market research. You can make studies about turkeys. You can find so many journals online that you can read about turkeys. That one too is fine. And if possible, you can read more about the possible diseases that do affect turkeys, both the young ones and the matured, and how best you can resolve these issues in your farms. Another thing that you have to take note of is the housing and the security. Turkeys do require enough room to move freely. Provide adequate space and ventilation for the turkeys. You can construct an adequate coop or pen for your turkeys so that they can stay indoor if you are doing the intensive system. If you are doing the semi-intensive system, you have to make sure that the whole place is fenced so that you can prevent predators from attacking your turkeys. Mostly predators like dogs and fox. There's so many predators that can harm your turkeys. So if possible, you have to fence the whole place, or you have to monitor them when they are moving around, foraging to find something to eat if you are doing the semi-intensive style of farming. But if you are doing the intensive style of farming, you have to get a nice coop or pen for them, which is roof, so that it will prevent rain and excessive sunlight. The place has to be spacious as well. There has to be proper ventilation in your turkey coop. So kindly note how you're going to fence your turkey coop. Another thing that you have to take note is the nutrition. You have to give them a feed with a balanced diet. Turkey needs balanced diet rich in protein, especially during their various growth phases. So when the turkey is young, they do require more protein as compared to when they are growing and when they are laying. So you have to note all this. When they are young, they do require more protein. When they are growing, the content of protein reduces a bit. And when they are laying too, it's moderate. So you have to get to know all the amount of protein, the amount of calcium, and the various vitamins that they need in various growth stages. Also, you have to provide clean water. Ensure a constant supply of fresh
clean water always to your birds. Don't give them contaminated water. Again, you have to make sure to use medicated water within 24 hours. Note best, within 24 hours. Don't let it pass. Within 24 hours, if you have to discard the remaining unused water, you have to discard them and provide them with a fresh water. Or if the medication is supposed to last for 5 days and it's still not yet 5 days, you have to continue on giving that particular medication. But after missing the medication, you have to give it to them within 24 hours. After 24 hours, discard it and miss another medicated water for them. Also, you have to give the right dosage of medication either on the label or as directed by a veterinary officer. Don't give them overdose medication. It's not right. Just that your bird is not feeling well, you tend to give it more of the dosage that is being recommended on the label or as directed by the veterinary officer. That's wrong. So you have to take that into consideration. Don't overdose their medication. Also, you have to store your medication at the right place. You have to store many of the medications are supposed to be stored in a cool, dry place. Don't expose them to excess heat or sunlight. Don't expose your medications to excess heat or sunlight. Another aspect that we are going to talk about is health and disease prevention. Health and disease prevention. First of all, you have to vaccinate your flock. Vaccinating turkeys is a key part of preventing disease that can affect the flock's health. Diseases like Newcastle, Gumboro, fowl pox, and the rest can affect them at various stages, and it can be prevented or limited if you've vaccinated your turkey flock. Mostly, many farmers do not take vaccination of birds in their early stage serious, and if there is an outbreak, it sweeps quite a huge number of birds in their flock. Also, you have to maintain cleanliness. Keep housing clean and dry to prevent disease outbreaks. Mostly, bacteria tend to thrive in dirty and wet environments. So leaving your coop dirty will attract and multiply the bacterial load in your farms. Also, you have to monitor their health. You have to monitor the health of your turkeys. You have to regularly check your turkeys for sign of illness and isolate affected birds from your flock, and if possible, consult a veterinary if the need may be. Another thing that you have to note as a beginner is the breed and growth. Choose the right breed. Select breeds that are well suited to your climate and market demands. In Africa, the climate do favor heritage turkeys, mostly referred to as local turkey, and it has a good market demand. There are other breeds like the crossbreed or hybrid, the F1 hybrid, and the commercial BBW and BBB. The commercial BBW and BBB are mostly referred to as the foreign turkeys. We have other rare breeds like the Bourbon Red and the Blue Slit. There are more of them. You just have to know the right breed that you have to choose that's going to favor your climate. As time goes on, you can go in for other breeds as well, like the F1 hybrid or the commercial BBW and BBB. Yeah, as time goes on, you can go in for that. I'll make a video on breed selection for beginners and experts in the coming days, so stay tuned and make sure you subscribe if you haven't, so that you don't miss this upcoming video. Also, you have to be aware of the growth rate. You have to understand how long it takes for your chosen breed to reach maturity and market weight, as this can vary significantly, especially the heritage breeds. They do take more time to reach market weight or size, while the commercial or foreign turkeys become very big in a short time. So you have to be aware of their growth rate. That's the difference. You have to be aware of their growth rate. The commercial foreign turkeys, they become very big in a short time, whilst the heritage breeds, the ones that we do call the local turkeys, they take a very long time for them to reach the market size.
The last but not the least is market and business strategy. Market and business strategy. You have to start with a business plan. If you want to venture into turkey farm, you have to come up with a business plan. Outline your costs. Get to record your routine costs, being it the startup costs, being it cost of feeding, medication, cost of constructing their coop, labor costs, electricity costs, everything. You have to include all the costs. Also, how are you going to strategize your marketing? Your business plan should include how you will dispose your product. Are you going to sell it to resellers or vendors? If yes, do you have any link to these vendors? If you don't have, you have to find the means and ways to get access to these vendors. Or are you going to sell it to direct customers? You have to include all this in your business plan. You have to make a financial projection that as time goes on, this is what the value that you're going to get from disposing of your best, and you deduct it from the cost that you incurred, then see if you are making profit or not. If you're not making profit, then there's something wrong with the whole business that you started. You have to work on that. So as an intending turkey farmer, you have to come up with a business plan and make sure you go by the plan so that you can achieve the financial projections that you made. Again, you have to understand the market. You have to make research about the demand and supply of the market. Most turkey farmers don't take this into consideration. They will just wake up and breed turkeys and be expecting customers at the wrong time of the year or season, not knowing that the market for turkeys is often more stable during holidays or festive seasons. So they end up without making profit or getting low profit for their products. So if you are an intending turkey farmer, you have to take note of this. You have to make research about the demand and the supply. There are some of the products that sell all year round. There are some that do perform on holidays. So you have to make a research to get to know when to breed your product, when to expect customers. If not, you end up making low profits. Also, one aspect that you have to take into consideration is that you have to consider starting small. Begin with a manageable flock size to gain experience before you scale up. Don't just start on a large scale because you have the capital and space. No, consider a manageable flock size and learn more as you base on your knowledge to scale up. Thank you for watching this video. See you in our next video. Bye.